Hello, everybody. Today we're going to do a detailed history and overview of the legendary 1989 Fleer Billy Ripken error card. We got a few of them right here. We're going to talk about the different variations of the card, the original F face, we got the black scribble, we got the saw cut, and we got the black box. We're also going to open up a couple of packs to see if we can pull one out of a cello, one out of a wax pack. We don't know what case number these came from. We'll talk about case numbers and what that means on our deep dive into Billy Ripken in the infamous F-Face Bat card. Let's get into it.
Time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive on Rob Opens Wax.
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up this pack from 1989. Obviously, it cost 50 cents back in the day. Now, Billy Ripken, he was the younger brother of now Hall of Famer Cal Ripken Jr., also the son of Cal Ripken Sr. He was a solid player. He was a utility infielder for the Baltimore Orioles, and he entered the majors in 1987. Oh, we got Mike Scioscia. By the late 80s, he had begun to establish, Jeff Ballard. I thought that was going to be, we got the Orioles there. By the late 80s, he had himself as a reliable presence on the field, but Mike Scott, we'll put Mike right over there. But anything he could do was overshadowed by his brother and, well, by the card. We got Dickie Thong here, Ken Phelps, Steve Bedrosian, Mitch Williams, Dion James. Oh, we got Will Clark and Darryl Strawberry. We'll put him over there for now. Steve Lake, Ron Tingley, Kevin McReynolds, Jose Batista, and Don August. Well, that was one of the worst packs of Fleer that I've ever opened. Now, let's talk a little bit about the card now. Here we go. Here's the infamous F-Face. We'll get a nice zoom in on there so you guys understand what's going on. I'm not going to say it so I don't get demonetized. But Billy Ripken era, number 616. This is a SGC 7. The photo for this card was taken in the 88 season, and Ripken was posed holding a bat, as you can see, on his right shoulder, with the knob with the offensive word written on the bottom. Then, unbeknownst to Fleer, they printed this photo with the nice word on the bottom. Now, there are a few different stories on exactly how that ended up on the bottom of his bat. Billy Ripken has told different stories over the years. He said that the bat knob label was a kind of clubhouse joke and he never intended it to appear on a baseball card, and that he did write it. He originally said he did not write it, but he has since said that it was his practice bat and he didn't realize that it was on there. Now, regardless of who wrote the words or why or how that story came about, Fleer photographers captured it. They captured the naughty words, and then it was missed during the proofing process. And the result was that the first run of 1989 Fleer, the Billy Ripken cards, had the profane message fully visible. Very bold. Now, once hobbyists and dealers realized what was on this naughty knob, the news spread fast, and Fleer quickly sprang into action. To prevent any further embarrassment, they created several different correction methods to mask the phrase, and this led to the multi-variations of the card, each one corresponding to a different approach by Fleer. This is an example of the original FF card. A lot of collectors refer to it as FF or simply the error card, as it says on this SGC case. Demand for this version skyrocketed once the error was discovered. People were clamoring for this version of the card. We also have the black box version. This is the version that is most common. It is the easiest fix. They just placed a solid black box over the phrase. It's a rectangle shape, and it's covering most of the area of the end of the bat. It's impossible to read what's underneath. That's the black box version. Before the black box version, there was the black scribble. You can see there, we have the black scribble. This was another attempt using scribbles or lines to obscure the letters. There are many different versions of the scribble. Some scribbles are circular. Some scribbles are, parallel to the card. There are different scribble versions. It's instead of a neat rectangular, it was a big scribble. There's also the whiteout version and a whiteout scribble version that I do not have. Those are the least commonly seen versions, and those can run $300 to $500 depending on the quality of the card. This is what they call the saw blade or saw cut version of the card. What you can see here is there's a hole. See the hole? So they cut the card, presumably to get rid of them so that they wouldn't end up in the hands. They cut the cards so they would be thrown away, but they did get into circulation. The cut is on various versions of the card, whether it has the swear on it, whether it has a black box or a scribble or a whiteout version. Sometimes it is longer, sometimes it goes up over the bat. This is more irregular compared to the neat black box or the scribble. Now let's see if we can pull a Billy Ripken from this cello pack. A lot of collectors try to collect all the variations, original plus every correction. This is called the master set. Master sets referred to a lot of different sets, like if the set had an error card in it, and you collect all the error cards and all the cards in the set, that's always considered sort of the master set. And collecting the master set of the Billy Ripken era can be a fun and challenging thing to do. So let's see what we can get in this one. Gary Ward, John Fishel, Chili Davis. We got a bunch of dents in the upper corner there. Tom Henke, Rick Honeycutt, Greg Gross, Mike Flanagan, Jim Gott, Greg Gagne, Jeff Blauser, Glenn Wilson, Bill McGuire, Todd Worrell. He was a hit back in the day. Bob Stanley always looks like your uncle. Daryl Boston. Come on, Billy Ripken, Hearn Wimmingham, Otis Nixon, Alan Davis. And then we got the stickers. I think you get 4. Is it 4? Oh, 3. Only 3. Lance Parrish, great catcher, should be in the Hall of Fame. Jose Guzman. Paul, never say his last name because it's worse than the card that we're talking about. Wade Boggs, we'll put Wade Boggs over there. Larry McWilliams, Rod Allen, Wally Backman. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Dave Schmidt, Chris Bosio, Nick Capra, Bob Ojeda, Andy Allenson, Danny Jackson, Mark Salas, Joe Price. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get it. See, here's the thing. Case codes are what tells you whether the packs are going to have the error or not. Now, the case codes are 5-digit numbers, and it goes any number before 90171, which corresponds to a production date of January 17th, 1989. Anything before that can have the error in it. But since these boxes I have didn't come from a specific case, you don't know what's going to be in there until you open it. Les Lancaster, Glenn Braggs, Terry Clark. Well, we didn't get the Ripken error card in the packs that we opened. But what a great card. What a great history. We got the black box version, the saw cut version, the black scribble, and the FF. Billy Ripken. True player, and will go down in history of having one of the most entertaining cards ever.